Hey, this is Marcus Washington from MTC Media here, talking about a little bit of Notre Dame football. I'm going to tell you what, that loss to Stanford was brutal, but for Marcus Freeman to be successful here at Notre Dame, Freeman must win the winnables. That's when things turn around for Brian Kelly. Remember now, he got off to that bad start, losing to teams at USF from South Florida, and that was the thing that probably was underrated about Brian Kelly when he really started to turn around everything for Notre Dame. That were there in South Bend, it was because he was starting to win the winnables, and we hadn't seen that in South Bend since Lou Holtz. It had been that long ago. It did not happen with Weiss. It didn't happen with Willingham. It didn't happen with Davies. All those guys started struggling, winning the winnables, and their careers went sideways. So with Marcus Freeman, you can't have losses like the one to Marshall. You can't have losses like the one to Stanford. Those are big, giant red X's, especially when you're this young. That is the thing. Just not having any head coaching experience, and then your first head coaching experience is at Notre Dame. That is tough. And I know Bob Davie wasn't young, but it was tough on him because that was his first one. And Freeman is starting to understand that those games cannot be lost. Those games certainly cannot be lost in South Bend. And Tommy Rees has been taking a beating all week with his play calling and whether he's the right guy for it. And again, here's a guy who's young. Yeah, he had the same position last year, but Brian Kelly has so much experience. So Notre Dame might want to look at bringing in another adult in the room on the offensive side next year. But as of now, you got to win the winnable games, and you got to start doing that before Notre Dame can even talk about, even with the great recruiting classes they have, and they do have some great ones coming in. They can't start talking about anything about the college football playoffs until Marcus Freeman is able to do that. And hopefully during his tenure, he will turn this around, be able to do that, especially when you look at the schedule that still has Clemson and USC on it. It is not going to get any easier for Notre Dame. So again, Marcus Freeman, got to win the winnables, bro. This is Marcus Washington from MTC Media.